Welcome to the Sunbirds Sports Show with Paul Meadors. Brought to you by Fresno Pacific University on 790 ESPN.
Hey, welcome to the Sunbirds Sports Show. Excited to be here. This is 790 ESPN. I am your host, Paul Meadors, live here at the 1430 790 ESPN Studios on Palm Avenue, just across from Bullard High School, where we do our show every Wednesday from 6 to 7, shining a spotlight on Fresno Pacific University athletics. If you miss any part of this show or want to listen to past episodes, you guys know where to go, right? You can go to all the places that you listen to your podcast, Apple, Spotify. It's even being broadcast live on YouTube. So you can go back to YouTube and check out all the episodes. Last week, we actually had our 50th episode. So if my Common Core math skills are still correct, we're at number 51 of the Sunbird Sports Show, doing this for a year and a half. So fun to talk about the student athletes from Fresno Pacific University. I am a proud grad, 1994 of the school. So yes, I am a Sunbird alum. And how about today? How about that wonderful weather out there? High of what? 78 degrees was the high. And I actually spent the day in Springville, California at a science camp called SciCon. I teach in Tulare County, just past Kingsburg. And so I was with my fifth grade students all day, and we actually did an hour and a half hike up there. We went up pretty high. So yeah, fun times today. My students were really complaining about the heat. Again, I mentioned, 78 degrees? It felt like it was 90 because we've been used to those 40-degree temperatures that we had for a couple weeks there. But beautiful weather. I think it's going to drop down to the 60s next week. But, yeah, great stuff out there. And tennis. Obviously, tennis is an outdoor sport. And tonight, we have 4 members of the women's tennis team from Fresno Pacific here at the studios. 3 international studios. Or international students, I should say. One from down south, and we have a couple returners as well. Halle Faherty is coming on. She's from New Zealand. She was on the show last year. She has a great story. We also have Fabiana Gonzalez. She's from Venezuela. She has a wonderful story. Moved here from Venezuela, actually to Utah with her family in 2019. Excited to hear from you. And Malia Mitchell from Oceanside, she is another returner. And we have Yume Ueoku. Excited to talk to her. I was actually chatting it up with the young ladies before we went on air here. And they're excited to be here, a little bit nervous. But the couple that have returned, that were on the show last year, they're vets. They're experienced. So we're going to mix it up a little bit. Hear again about their stories, how the tennis season is going. They're actually having a great start to the year. They had an exhibition against Fresno State that they performed really well in. So, yeah, excited to hear from them. We're going to go all the way up to 7 o'clock. And if you're familiar with how the Sunbird Sports Show works, we have a recap from sports last week. And at the end, our guy Zach is here from Fresno Pacific, and he's going to ask the young ladies a question that I actually don't know about, and then he's going to talk about what's to come in Fresno Pacific athletics. All right, so let's recap last week. Women's water polo, they took on a Division I team, Pacific. They finished 14-6 loss, unfortunately, against the Tigers, so they stuck in there for a little bit. Friday, they played across town against number 13 in the nation, Fresno State. You know the great program that they have across there. They lost, unfortunately, 27-5, but a good showing for the Sunbirds in that one. Basketball, they split the games at home on Saturday. The women fought to an 84-71 loss against Menlo, but the men soared past the Oaks 79-64, which saw senior Isaac Peralta, IP, crack the top 10 list all-time for points at Fresno Pacific. It also saw true freshman Clovis North local Lucas Jones go 4 for 5 on threes. Had a few more assists in that one, earning him a career-high 14 points and Raising Cane's Sunbird of the Week honors. Track and field, they hosted their lone home event of the season, the Sunbird Invitational. It also served as their official outdoor season opener. The Birds collected multiple nation-leading marks, PRs, and numerous event wins. One of the highlights being sophomore and Central East local Michaela Royale breaking the 24-second barrier in the 200, an amazing time of 23.97, which currently leads the nation. Saturday was also a great outing for the Fresno Pacific teams. The tennis teams in Rockland, the men winning 5-2 over Jessup, and the women sweeping the Warriors. The women faced off against Dominican the next day. Despite a 6-1 loss, senior Margarita Munoz defeated her opponent 6-4, 6-0 in her singles match against Jessup, earning her Raising Cane's Sunbird of the Week. Baseball, off to a fantastic start this season. They were slated to play doubleheaders on both Friday and Saturday at Azusa Pacific, but Friday's game fell victim to the clutches of Mother Nature, that rainstorm that swept California. The Birds must have been eager to play on Saturday as they rocketed a 9-8 victory, followed by a 10-3 win in Game 2. Senior and Hanford local Chris Clement tallied 6 hits across the pair of games, while junior and Clovis West local Dylan Senaway, who I watched at Clovis West, a fine pitcher, he tallied 2 strikeouts, 0 earned runs, facing 22 batters against 5 1/3 innings in Game 2. The Birds are now ranked 6th in the West region, off to a fantastic start. All right, we are going to take a break right now. When we come back, we're going to hear from a couple members of the Sunbirds women's tennis team. You're listening to the Sunbirds Sports Show on 790 ESPN.
Now, welcome back to the Sunbird Sports Show with Paul Meadors on 790 ESPN.
All right, we got members of the women's tennis team here from Fresno Pacific University in the house. We're going to have 2 segments talking to the student athletes from Fresno Pacific University. All right, I've been practicing this, and I need to make sure I say this right. So Yume Ueoku. Yeah. I did good? Mm-hmm. Yay! All right, I'm proud of myself. And then Halle Faherty, you've been on the show before from New Zealand. Hello. Obviously, Yume from Japan. Yeah. Yes. All right, excited to hear your story. So first of all, welcome. You guys feeling good?
Yes, thank you for having us. Yes.
Okay. All right. So let's get into it. Today, just kind of walk us through today, maybe your classes, lunchtime, practice time, and then coming to here. Halle, why don't you start off your day? Tell us about what you did today.
Okay. Well, actually, I started my day off with work this morning at 8 a.m., bright and early, and then had class and squeezed lunch in there for a second, and then we have practice every day, 12:30 to 3, so 2.5 hours every day, and then I had class again, and now I'm here.
So you got to tell me more about work. Work at 8 a.m. is what?
I work in the gym, in the fitness center.
Oh, my gosh, what a job.
Yeah, it's a great job. Shout out to my boss. Yeah, I love it.
So what are you doing? Just making sure people aren't throwing equipment around?
Yeah,
what
pretty
are you doing?
much. Yeah. Pretty much, yeah. Supervising, talking to people, welcoming people, cleaning up, all those things.
And you get paid for that?
Yeah.
What a job.
Yeah,
all right.
It's awesome.
Best part of your day so far has been what? And you can't say coming on the radio.
Okay.
All right.
I was going to say that.
I'm just going to assume
the words
that.
right out of my mouth.
I'm going to assume that. So what's been like a cool part of your day so far?
I think practice was fun today. We had a bit of a different structure. We don't play this weekend now, so it was a little bit more chill, I think, and yeah, it was just fun to be with the girls. So that was my highlight of the day.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Yume, what about for you? Tell me about your day. You didn't have an easy job like her, right? No. All right. So when you woke up this morning, just walk us through what you did today.
I think I slept long today, and so I woke up at 9, and then I went to the gym with my roommate, and then
and saw me there at the gym.
Yeah. And then I ate lunch. I went to practice, and then I had class during practice, and then I'm here.
All right, there we go. Okay, so let's talk about getting some swings in today. So let's talk more specifically about practice. You may talk about practice and what you were able to do at practice and work on.
So today I had class during the practice, so I was just there for warm-ups, but I think it was pretty good. Like today we had the weather was good.
Great
so,
weather.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Like last week it was horrible. So
yeah.
yeah, it was just so nice to hit under the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, what'd you work on today?
We did a lot of singles focus, a lot of like consistency, which was, it's kind of been the focus for this week, I think. We did a bit of doubles yesterday, a bit more singles focus today. So it just kind of depends on the day.
Okay, so you guys are 3-1 on the season. Like I mentioned in the opener, you had the exhibition against Fresno State, took care of Menlo, Stanislaus, and Jessup, fell to Dominican, what was that, on Sunday?
Yeah.
And your match, it has been updated. So when I did the research last night, you guys were supposed to play Concordia this weekend. That got postponed or moved to a different date. So no matches this week. That's hard for you, huh? Because you work your way up, right? You get excited, and then nothing.
Yeah, and we kind of have a routine where you get ready to play every week, every weekend, whatever that looks like. So then when we don't have one, it's kind of, what are we going to do with all this time?
Yeah.
But no, this is good. I think we had a big weekend. We played Saturday and Sunday back to back, and Sunday didn't really go how we wanted it to go. So I think honestly, in terms of timing, maybe this week is the best possible timing because it really gives us a chance to reset, refocus, figure out what went wrong, and we can kind of start again fresh next week. So I think honestly it's a good outcome.
Okay, so what has worked really well for you guys this year? Again, 3-1. It looks like you guys are playing really good tennis. What's kind of been your MO so far this year? Why have you guys been playing good tennis so far?
I think in the fall, this year especially, in all my 3 years that I've been here, I think that we spent a lot of time and energy in the fall, so in preseason, getting to know each other, making bonds with each other, making connections, and that has really reflected into our tennis in the spring. Seems unimportant maybe in compared to, just hitting good forehand, hitting good backhand, etc. But I think that we really became a family in the fall. And so now translating that into spring, it's really apparent. And we go up against teams and they don't feel the same way as us, like guaranteed. So I think that's really cool and something that we're pretty proud of. Like, it took a bit of effort to get to where we're at. It's definitely not easy. So I would say that's one of our biggest things right now.
Yeah. I think I also think our team bonding is good this year because last year, in the fall, we had some team bonding together. We did what we did. We watched it.
We'd watch movies. We'd get together in the weekend.
We were just together.
Time.
A lot. So yeah.
And you guys are both juniors, and you came as freshmen, right?
Yes.
So third year in the program. I'm curious if you guys hit together or play across from each other. Have you guys ever teamed up in any doubles competition or not yet?
We actually have. I was going to say no, but we actually have once. We played a tournament in last fall.
And then we won the tournament.
We did win the tournament. So we won together. Coaches never put us up together against other teams in conference. It's all just a strategy thing, I guess. But yeah, I love playing doubles with Yume. She's great.
And that was last year?
That was last year in
the
September.
fall.
Yeah.
We got to get on coach.
I know.
I
know.
So, and you're playing both singles and doubles, right? I saw that on a couple of the box scores. What do you enjoy most?
This year I feel like I like singles more, now, because I don't know, I feel like I can do more stuff in singles. I use so many different balls in the match, so it's easy to use it in singles. Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
Halle, what about you're playing both as well?
Yes.
Do you have a preference?
I generally like doubles more. I came into college playing a lot more doubles than singles, and so I'm more confident, or I definitely started more confident playing doubles at the beginning. And I love having chemistry with my partner. My partner this year is great. She's a freshman, and we're actually both playing with freshmen. So yeah, it can be a really, really, really fun doubles. But I will say, for Yume, I can see why she picked singles, because her tennis brain is unmatched. She's got this crazy knack for the game and knowing what to do and when to do it. So
well, that's why she says she likes singles better.
Yes,
right?
Yes.
So kind of asking you guys off air a little bit, just teasing you a bit, but who has a better backhand?
It's her. Yeah, it's Halle.
And you were pretty quick to say that.
Yeah, her backhand
So
is great.
yeah, so I
Yeah.
will just say, I do think my backhand is good. I back myself on that one, but Yume is good at almost everything else. Everything else. So
what? Help me out here, right? Like, I'm a fan of tennis, right? I grew up watching Agassi and Sampras and all those guys. You know those names, right?
yes,
Please don't say
of
you
course,
don't. Okay.
of course.
Thank you. Like, what are the main? I mean, would you categorize the different parts of tennis? Meaning, your serves, your forehands, your backhands, your foot speed. Like, is that something you guys all work on? Obviously, you're going to have your strengths and weaknesses, but is that kind of how you think of it? You know, I got a really strong serve, right? That's going to be a big part of my game. I'm going to use that, the best to my advantage in any match. And then, oh man, I hope I don't get a lot of backhands to me. Like, I don't know. Help me out with that. Is that kind of something you guys think of or not really?
Yeah, definitely. You
Okay.
always want to play to your strengths. So figuring out how you can play your game the best. And I mean, obviously it's hard because you're playing someone different every time. But yeah, definitely you have your strengths, and it's obvious what people's strengths are. And then also part of tennis is figuring out what your opponent's strengths are and what their weaknesses are, more importantly. So I think it kind of goes both ways, how
Sure.
you can optimize your strengths and also kind of target your opponent's weaknesses.
Okay, so at the Division II level, how familiar are you with the person that you're playing? Is there a scouting report? You try to adjust during a match? Is that what it looks like for you?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so, because like sometimes we play like player that use fast ball, and then like sometimes like they hit like slow balls, and then like it's just so hard to like play same. So like I feel like every time I have to like I need to play like my tennis. So yeah, I'm focused on me, like myself. Yeah.
Like, you got to attack the other player's weaknesses, right? But you got to play to your
Yeah.
strengths as well.
Yeah.
What's, Yume, for you, what's been like the best match at Fresno Pacific that you've ever played? Like, who have you don't have to give names, but who do you remember that you dominated? You're like, man, I'm playing really good tennis right now.
There's so many. There's probably too many to think of.
Is there one that sticks out?
Or maybe like when I play Fresno State this year, I didn't win, but like my tennis was good. Like I was going to net a lot, and then I was doing like swinging volleys, and then like it was my tennis. Yeah.
Well, good. Yeah. That one. Yeah. You're playing against Division I opponents,
Yeah.
right? Good stuff. What about for you? Is there one that sticks out? You could say the match that you guys played with each other last year that you guys won.
Yeah, exactly.
That
We're
seemed like that'd be
undefeated
the-
right now.
Yeah.
We're
Undefeated.
undefeated in doubles. You may not know. For singles, I think I had a really big win last year. We played in Florida over spring break. We traveled to Orlando and we played a couple schools over there. And I had a really good win against a girl from Embry-Riddle. But just because I feel like that was one that sticks out to me because we were in a new environment, different conditions. It was crazy wind. We're not really used to that here in Fresno.
Yeah.
And yeah, the kind of odds were against us a little bit, and I was really proud of my performance in that match, and I came with a win. So I think that's a big one for me that I can think of off the top of my
And you
head.
could also say, I haven't played my best match of the year yet, and I'm looking
Yeah,
forward to
exactly.
it. That's what your coach would want you to
Exactly.
say.
You're
There
right.
you go. All right, so let's get into more of how you arrived at Fresno Pacific. I know you came on the show last year, but for those that weren't able to catch last year's show, just how did you arrive to Fresno Pacific, growing up in New Zealand, what was tennis like, and what you love about Fresno Pacific?
Okay, I feel like I don't have a very conventional road to tennis and how I got here. I don't come from a family of tennis players at all. I just kind of fell into it and obviously loved it. And tennis is not big in New Zealand at all. If you're into rugby, we're into a bit of netball, bit of team sports like that. Like definitely not tennis.
Soccer.
Yeah,
Yeah, a
even
little
some.
bit, not
Yeah,
great.
rugby
Okay.
is like the main one
Okay.
that comes to mind. But yeah, I guess when I was about 14 or 15, I thought, you know what, I would really love to try college. I think that would be so fun. And one thing that is difficult about tennis is such an individual sport, but I really wanted to play for a team, and I wanted that team element. Obviously, we get that in college. So that was my main motivation, I think. And yeah, so just started the recruiting process this long, and yeah, now I'm here. 3 years.
3 years, guys. When did you? I'm going to get to Yume in just a second about her story, but when you guys first met, like, do you guys remember that? You both came in as freshmen,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And like, do you remember that moment at all?
Yes,
Yeah.
very well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we were both obviously very nervous. We're in a new environment. I had never been to Fresno before, never visited FPU, so I was coming in like not really knowing what to expect. And yeah, we were both the newbies. I think Yume had only just started to learn English, right?
Yeah.
At that point, so it's very different. But yeah, you have this bond automatically because you're the new ones on the team, kind of figuring things out. And yeah, I think one thing about Yume is I remember in my first year is that she obviously came in as a really good player on the team and played straight away at, I think, her number 2 spot, right?
Number 2.
So I think that was so cool because she was a freshman but still a leader in the sense that she was playing and really good at tennis and contributed a lot to that tennis environment, I think. So I don't know. That's,
All right.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Yume, tell us your story. I don't know anything about it, right? I mean, just tell me where you grew up, what tennis was like, your family.
So I'm from Japan, and then my dad used to play tennis. So that's why like I started play tennis in Japan, and then yeah, I went to high school in Japan, but like Japan is smaller than the States. So like we have like few players in Japan. So like I wanted to play here. And then my senior year of high school, I visited like 8 schools in California. And then I visited FPU. And then I met my coach and I met my roommates. And then, yeah, it was just so great. Like I loved like FPU's campus tennis courts. And yeah, coach was so nice. That's why like I'm here.
So tell me more about tennis in Japan. So is it very popular? Were there a lot of courts around?
I think it's more popular than New Zealand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
But like
Not hard.
Yeah.
But you played in high school. When did you first start like thinking, man, I think I'm pretty good at this? Were you 10 years old? Were you 12? When do you remember like, yeah, I'm beating a lot of these girls here? Or maybe you're beating boys. I don't know. Tell me.
Yeah, so I don't think I was playing good in Japan that like more than here, because the surface is different in Japan, and then I like hard court here more. So I think I'm playing good here a lot more.
Was it more grass? Tell me about the surface.
Yeah, it's like artificial grass and sand. Yeah, it's like a carpet. color. Yeah.
Would you slide a lot?
Yeah.
You probably hurt, yeah, it seemed like if you fell, right, that it
Yeah.
hurt, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't think, do you have any experience playing on that type of surface?
Yeah, carpet. Yeah,
They call it carpet?
I hate it. Yeah, and the ball bounces differently,
Yeah,
and the whole game
yeah.
is different. So I'm definitely a fan of the hard courts too.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. And Fresno Pacific has great facilities,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So tell me about those facilities. I've seen pictures, like how many courts exactly? You guys have lights. What does that all encompass?
We have 7 courts. It's like 2, 2, and 3. So like we play doubles at like 3 courts, and then
Singles. Yeah, and then we have lights, and yeah, it's really good facilities.
yeah.
And that's one of the things that you loved, right? About Fresno Pacific.
Yeah.
One of the
Yes.
things that brought you here. All right. I love to talk about food. I got a couple more questions before we hit a break. I love to talk about food, and I'm pretty sure we talked about food in New Zealand. Lots of fish,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
You mentioned that last.
Yes.
You
yeah.
said lots of fish. Are you? Is that still? You still crave that,
Yeah.
or you
I
can't
think,
find anything good here in Fresno that compares, can you?
Probably not in comparison. But I will say, I just went home recently, and one of the things that I didn't really realize how much I missed, we call them meat pies, and they're basically pretty self-explanatory pastry filled
Okay.
with some sort of meat, usually steak or sometimes lamb. You could honestly fill it with anything, and they are just so good. We are known for them,
Okay.
and they're so good. And so that's probably, I've been thinking now since being back, like, wish I had a meat pie right
And there's
now.
nobody close here that you found it? You haven't found
No,
anything
I
close
actually
here in
haven't.
California?
No.
Can they ship it from back there?
Well, I
We
need
might
to
have to
find
find a
out.
way.
I need to find out.
Right?
Because, yeah, girl can't go without her meat pies for very long.
And how many hours is it, the flight? Is it one of those 14 to 16 hour deals?
Yeah. So the longest flight is about 15.
All
and
right.
then
So, yeah, so
more.
they'd have to ship
Yeah.
those here to the United States. It'd be a while.
Yeah.
All right, Yume, what is some food that you've discovered since you came 3 years ago to Fresno, California that you really enjoy? You
It's
never had
kind of
before.
like similar to Halle, but I like sushi, and like, yeah, it's so good in Japan. And then I've tried sushi like here, but it was not the fresh as Japan. But have you ever been to Japan?
I have not.
Okay.
It's on my bucket list.
Mhm,
Yes.
Yeah, I think you should go to Japan and then go to the sushi restaurant.
It's funny, we went to a sushi place
Yeah.
last year, I think, and I thought it was great. Amazing sushi, best sushi I've ever had in my life. So we asked Yume, what do you think? She said, probably like a 2 out of 10. So
Yeah,
there we
coach-
go.
Yeah, coach told us like that's like the place is great. Like
It's really good. I thought it was great, but a 2 out of 10 was,
A 2 at
that is
that's
tough.
a low grade.
Yeah. That's
Nothing like home. So yeah, the meat pies at home, the sushi back in Japan, obviously. That's the best. 10 out of 10. You give it 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
All right. One last question. We got about 30 seconds. What are you guys hoping to accomplish? I don't know if you guys are going to come on the show again. So we want to let people know out there, just like what are some goals that you have for the rest of the year and how good can this team really be?
I think we are looking pretty strong this year. I think that we definitely have confidence in each other and think that we can get to that final level. We're really hoping for top 4. That's that's our goal. And so if we just continue to work hard, play hard, be there for each other, I think that we can definitely make that.
Yeah, I agree. Like, yeah, I think we are better team, like getting better. So like, yeah, we should be the like top 4 top 4 team in conference. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm obviously not going to tell Sam how to run his team, but man, I hope for you guys to match up again and take on some opponents. Hey, thank you, guys, Yume and Halle. Thanks for coming on. Really
Thank you
appreciate
so much
Good
for
job.
having us. Thank you.
All right,
you.
we're going to take a break here. We're going to continue more from the women's tennis team on the Sunbirds Sports Show on 790 ESPN.
Welcome back to the Sunbird Sports Show on 790 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Sunbird Sports Show. We have Fresno Pacific University women's tennis in the house. Remember, you can go back and listen to any episode on Apple or Spotify or YouTube as well. And we have 2 more members of the tennis team, Fabiana Gonzalez, she's a freshman, and Malia Mitchell, second time on the show. We could call you friend of the show. That's what we usually do if you've been on more than one time. So let's talk about kind of what today looked like for you guys. I kind of asked the same question to the other young ladies, but just kind of walk us through the day. Just kind of tell me what you did. Fabiana, why don't you go first?
Sure.
Even though you're the freshman, let's get you going first.
Yeah, so today I just woke up and then I had a 9:25 class, which only lasts like an hour. It was pretty chill.
What class
It
was
was
that? Do you remember?
Critical thinking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's all right.
Pretty critical.
Yeah. And then today we only have this on Wednesdays, but we have chapel, so we do an hour of, we go like in the gym and we do chapel. So yeah, that was basically it. That was all I had for today, because Mondays and Wednesdays are like my most chill days. And then after that, at 12:30, we just had practice.
Until 3.
All the way until
There we go.
3. And then I had an interview for a position that I'm applying for next year. And then I came here.
There you go.
Yes.
That's a good day so
Yeah.
far. All right.
Nice.
What about for you?
Also kind of a loaded day. I went to work out in the morning before working. I work in our like sports medicine clinic, so I was in there in the morning. Also went to chapel, and then we had practice, of course, and then I had class. It's like my senior seminar class. It's I mean, it's useful. It's good.
Yeah. Good answer.
Yeah,
Good
it
recovery.
is useful. It is. I should preface that. And then I had to sit in on an interview for like as an evaluator for people who are applying for this specific job. So, and now I'm here.
And now you're here. Tell me more about Chapel. I don't think I've asked anybody this year about Chapel. Just how cool that is. What do you guys get from it? How long it is? Just kind of fill me in on what that looks like these days.
It's like, so it's one of the new requirements for like, especially incoming freshmen, or if you're like a student leader, or I think transfers too, but basically there's like college hour, and these students need to attend a certain amount of college hours, and Chapel is the service that they offer on Wednesdays. It's maybe just shy of an hour, and usually they'll have like a speaker come in, and like this month being the Heritage Culture Month, they had like bunch of different speakers from like we had like Hispanic heritage.
Yeah, but February we did mostly like Black History Month.
Yeah,
so we've had a lot of like singing from like old Black.
That is one of the great things about Fresno Pacific University is the international flavor. It's always been a fantastic part of the university. So so that's great to hear. And then the tennis team, right? We got New Zealand, we got Venezuela. We're going to hear your story. We got Japan. I mean, just all kinds of great backgrounds from you guys. So let's talk about tennis specifically, and then we'll get more into that. So tennis season going good. You guys are 3-1 on the year, and I know Fabi. Do they call you Fabi?
Yeah.
Yeah, there
Everyone
you go.
calls me
Okay, I just
Fabi.
want to make sure.
I usually don't go by like Fabiana.
The whole name.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Just kind of talk to me about how tennis is going. I know you played Fresno State's #1, and you did pretty good. Even though you're disappointed, you lost the third game, right? But you played a really strong match. Just kind of how the tennis year is going for you, and how fun has it been for you?
I mean, it's been really great. It's definitely a different experience from everything I've ever done before, because I'm very used to like playing by myself, because I've competed like in the junior tournaments like since I was very little. So I really enjoy having a team. It's really nice. Like I love playing for my team, and it just feels like I'm playing with my friends all the time. It's been super fun. And then with tennis, it's been a little tough. Obviously, like my body is really hurt. I feel really tired most of the time, but I mean, it's great. Like, I love to play tennis, so that's what I'm here for.
Yes, absolutely. I want to go back a bit, Fabi, about what you said about being a part of a team, right? You used to playing in the junior tournaments, and it's just you and your coach and your family or whoever, right? That's what that looks like. And like, oh, I'm going to play this girl, and then I'm going to play maybe later, and then the next day. But now you have a team you could bounce ideas off of. You travel together. You practice together. How fun of an experience is that for you?
I mean, it's been really good. I feel like I have just people there for me that I've never really had before. Like, especially like after matches, like if we have tough matches, we like go in a little circle and we like talk about how we feel. So it's really great to have that, because you know, like your teammates are going to be there for you, and you know they're like going through the same things you're feeling. So it's really nice to have that.
Malia, what about for you?
Oh yeah, I couldn't have said it better, honestly. I think coming from like juniors, and for me, I also didn't play on a high school team prior to coming to FPU, so this was like my first team. And I think just the aspect of like playing for something other than yourself, and playing for, you know, like your friends, and just like having something else to kind of work for, and just have that support and like trust in each other, like it's truly just like so cool. And then when we're all like screaming and the court, like that's like such a cool aspect that you don't have before. So paint a better picture than maybe what I have of what that looks like. You know, let's say, you know, Fabi played against Fresno State's #1. Like, is that kind of the last match of the day or the night, and you guys are all gathered around, or like other matches are going around you, or when you're done, you're going over to a doubles match and cheering them on? Is that a decent picture there? Kind of. So we start off with our doubles. We start off with our 3 doubles, and then once all that finishes, we go into the singles, and that can be like the order of finish really just depends on how it goes. And so maybe Fabi's the last one, or maybe I don't know, Yume or Halle are like the last ones. Like, it just kind of depends on who, like how the matches go. But the second like we're done, we're like on that court supporting whoever's like there, and just the constant, like even during the matches as we're screaming, we're like, let's go so and so, like let's go Fabi. Like, it's just such a cool environment, honestly.
And that's one that you really love, huh, Fabi? It's different. So let's talk about your journey to Fresno Pacific. So freshman, and you're from Venezuela, and your family moved to Utah. Am I right on that? In 2019?
Yes.
Straight from Venezuela.
Mm-hmm.
So just kind of walk us through that. What did that look like? Was it culture shock for you? How did you adjust to schools? What did that all encompass for you?
Yeah, so, yeah, that was definitely hard. I mean, I came when I was 12. I was definitely, like, older, and I came with my little sister and my parents. My older sister already lived in the U.S., so we kind of came here, so we knew she was going to stay with us. But, yeah, we moved to the U.S., and I did not know English at all, like, not a single word. We came to Utah because we had family there. So we stayed with our family for a little bit until we got a little bit settled. I didn't do school for a while because we came in May. So that was when it was ending. So I had to wait all the way until August to start 7th grade. And yeah, it was definitely super different. It was, especially like everything was digital. So it was super weird because in Venezuela we don't do that. Like everything's on paper. And then yeah, I didn't really understand anything. I couldn't have a conversation. In the beginning, I was very shy. I know, like, 3 months in, I started understanding, like, what was going on around me, but I just couldn't, like, speak. Like, I was super shy. I think it took me a whole year to, like, have a conversation.
And I'll be honest, 7th grade, junior high age is such a tough age for everybody. And was there a certain teacher or a certain friend, right, that just kind of helped you along with that during that time?
Yes, actually, one of my best friends, her name's Ariana, like, shout out to her, because she would be with me, like, 24/7, and she would, like, translate everything for me. And then she would try to teach me English, but it was really hard. She would just, like, be there and translate, and then whatever I said in Spanish, she would translate it to English, and then it was really sweet. She's, like, one of my closest friends still since middle school. And then one of my teachers, she was my English teacher, my ESL teacher. She, like, helped me so much. Like, I loved her. She made me read a lot, but it helped me. Like,
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I love that.
Yeah.
When did you first start to play tennis? You mentioned you moved when you were 12, but you were already hitting tennis balls before then, right?
Yes, I started when I was 3, so I don't remember much. Like, I have no idea.
How does a 3-year-old start tennis?
I was gonna say.
My parents put me into it, so I just been doing
Just
it.
sleep with the
Yeah,
racket.
well, I mean, how big is the racket?
I was just sleeping with my racket. Right
Exactly.
here. But yeah, they put me in tennis, and then I guess I just liked it. Like, I never really felt burnt out. Obviously, like, there's certain times when you, like, get really tired, but I've never thought about, like, stopping. So yeah.
In high school, were you pretty good? Did you not play on the high school team? Did I get that right? You're just playing junior tennis?
No, I did.
You did?
Played high school in Utah. I played all 4 years, but it was a different experience. Like, it didn't feel as much of, like, team, like
As
how
it
it
does
is
now.
now. Yeah.
So how did you find out about Fresno Pacific, and what did that take to get you to come to California, come to Fresno and play tennis and go to school?
Yeah, so I had no idea about Fresno. Like, I definitely knew I wanted to go somewhere hot. Because coming from Venezuela and then moving to Utah, that was crazy. Like, the weather in Utah is super cold. So I was like, yeah, when I go to college, I need to go, like, Florida or California or Arizona, like, somewhere hot. But I didn't know about Fresno, so Coach reached out to me because I posted a video on YouTube. So I did, like, a recruiting video. And then he emailed me, and he was like, oh, I saw your video. I thought you were pretty good. Let's have a call. So then we talked on the phone, and then I love this guy. He's the best. We love Sam. And then we talked, I think, 2 times, and then he invited me to visit Fresno. And then I did my junior year of high school. So it was very early.
When you committed, you're
Yes.
like, this is the place for me.
Yes. Like, this was my only visit. I didn't go anywhere else. I had talked to other coaches, like, through email, but that was it. And, like, I had other calls, and then that's it. But obviously, I visited, and I was like, I really like this place. Like, I stayed with Malia, and, like, I loved it. I was like, yeah, I want this to be my team.
How much do you look up to Malia next to you? Like, how has that transition been, right, as a freshman and just kind of leaning on her?
Yeah, I think she's always been a leader. Like, I've always looked up to her ever since I committed. Like, I, like, just saw her, and I was like, I love her energy. I love how she, like, she's very outgoing. And, like, that's something to look up to because I've never been, like, that much of an outgoing person. So I was like, this is really good. Like, I feel like college is gonna help me become like her. Like when I saw her, I stayed with her, and I was like, she's great.
That's
She was
awesome.
one of the first persons that I was like, I love.
When you hear that, what does that mean to you?
Making me blush. No, that's like really cute to hear. I think it's like, it is such a different feel as you go through the years, because like I remember my freshman year, like we also had some seniors that like I also just like really looked up to, just like their energy, just the way they carry themselves. And I always was like, oh, if I can do one thing like as a senior, just like try to recreate that and be like that support for them in any way I can. So
That's awesome. All right, we got about another minute or so before we bring in the other two young ladies. We got some more questions for you guys. Are you graduating this year?
I am.
Oh my God. All right.
No.
Kinesiology, is that what we got? All right.
Yep.
So tell me more about that and what you want to do in the future.
Okay, yeah. So I recently just got accepted into a graduate, it's called a DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy program. It's called University of St. Augustine. So starting September, I'll be going there to get my doctorate of physical therapy. So more school for me.
All right. More loans.
More loans, more school. Yeah, no. But it'll be good. So hopefully continuing with the PT path, and then, yeah.
And where is that?
It's in down south in San Marcos. So
Where
it'll
you
be close
are.
to home.
Where-
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So I'm excited for that. Just like, it'll be so different though. Like not, no tennis and like totally different like responsibilities at that point. But I'm excited for like that next chapter of what that looks like. So.
I don't want to project too much here, Fabi, but how much are you going to miss her? It sounds like, oh my gosh, right? I just got here. We've had some good interactions. Like, is it going to be hard for you? I don't want to put that in your mind yet. Maybe let's
Yeah,
something more
that's really
positive.
sad.
Yeah, I was like, we got time. We
Let's
got
not talk
time.
about it.
We like just started season 19,
Yeah.
so we got time.
All right. We got Zach in the house right now. He's got some questions for you guys. So we'll use those two microphones. We're going to hear him through the speaker, and then just lean in and answer it the best you can. Here we go.
Hey guys, so I got a few questions that we gathered from some FPU students. So first, for Yume, who is your most serious teammate and your least serious teammate?
Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, we're back on.
Okay. And then least serious player is Fabi, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Next is for Halle. Does your coach have any famous catchphrases or slogans? And do you have any famous catchphrases or slogans?
I think, shout out Coach Sam. He always says, "I'm so pumped." And I love that. He that's his go-to every time. And for me, I don't know if I do. Girls, help me out. Do I say something?
You got like your Kiwi slang.
Yeah, I have a couple Kiwi sayings. Anything
Like keen.
Oh yeah, like I'm so keen. That means I'm so down.
Yeah.
Basically, like I'm so ready. I'm so keen to play today. Yeah, that's what I would say. But
Ooh, thank you. Next is for Fabiana. What is your biggest motivation this season and why?
I would say my team for sure. Like, that's my main. Like, that's just kind of like all I think about. Like, I just want to play for my team and like win for my team. I want to like stop being, not being selfish, but like, I feel like I'm just really used to playing by myself. So I just want to do everything for my team and for my coach. So yeah.
Thank you. And then finally for Malia. As a seasoned senior, what team is your biggest Pac West rival?
Oh my gosh. Gosh, I feel like there's always something with every team. I think one of the vendettas we had was literally Stan State. Like just every year, I don't know if it's like the local thing, but they're always just such a chippy team, and we really wanted to beat them. So I'm very happy we beat them. But low key, every team we're ready. So yeah.
Cool. Thank you guys. So what's next? There is home action from Wednesday through Saturday on campus at Fresno Pacific. Starting tonight with men's tennis having begun at 6 p.m., taking on Fresno City. Tomorrow, women's and men's basketball will take on Vanguard in their final home games of the season, with the women playing at 5 p.m. and the men following at 7:15. It will be senior night for both the Birds, And then Friday begins a 3-game series for baseball against Cal State Monterey Bay, with 1 game at 5 p.m. Saturday will bring about a doubleheader scheduled for 12 p.m. and 3 p.m. respectively. And women's tennis also hosts Concordia Irvine that morning at 10 a.m. As for the road, after their home games on Thursday, women's and men's basketball will head up to San Rafael and play their final regular season matches against Dominican. Lastly, a Sunbird trio of multi-event athletes will head up to Chico and compete at the Chico State Multi-Event Classic, with 2-day competition starting tomorrow and ending Friday. Come on out and catch the action at the Hack Tennis Complex, Special Event Center, or Dan Martin Stadium. Plenty of Sunbird action to watch. Thank you, Paul.
All right, that is a wrap for this episode. Thank you, young ladies, for coming in. So good to talk to you. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
All right, have a great rest of the week, everybody, and we'll talk to you soon.